Hey, welcome again, and it's Spence with the Prosperous Musician, where we talk music, marketing and money. And today what I'd like to talk about is books. Now, I'm a big reader, and obviously the reason why I set this channel up in the first place is because I'm a musician and I want to find ways of improving not only my craft but also how I present myself, how I can monetize my music once it's out there, and to share my experiences, to share my learning, and also to hear about yours, and to just to get better and improve really, and just to see what's out there and the learning resources. So books are a big part of my learning. Also, obviously, watch a lot of stuff online, read a lot of blogs and things like that. But today I want to talk about somebody who has not only got a really good blog, a successful blog, but he's doing quite well on YouTube as well. He's got a lot of content out on there, and also he's written a book. And it's the book I'd like to start with, really. So let me just move this over here so you can see this site as well. And also, just letting you know, I'm aware, this is my, 8th or 9th video in a row. I missed yesterday, so I'm going to try and do 2 today. And I'm aware that also when I'm talking, I do that every now and then. So I'm trying to stop that, but hopefully it won't become too annoying if I continue doing it. Anyway, that's a little aside. So the book I want to talk to you about is this, if you can see it there. So it's How to Make It in the New Music Business. Practical tips on building a loyal following and making a living as a musician. So there you go. And it's, as you can see there, it's quite a thick book. It's a hardback book. And it's written by a guy called Ari Herstand. As you can see here, we're looking at his blog here. And that's his little banner to that. So that's him, and he is a independent musician, and he still is. He looks quite young. I don't know how old he is. Maybe 30, early 30s. American guy, and he started off writing this blog called Aris Take, and it's a great blog, and there's some amazing posts on here that go into a lot of detail around, particularly around how to monetize music, how to promote yourself, how to market, just how to create and perform original music and make a living from it. And he's doing it. He's out there doing it. And I think what he's done is compiled a lot of the articles from here that are in here. They're actually straight as is in here. But then there's also a lot of other things that aren't on the blog that are in here, and it goes into more detail. So I can really recommend this book to you if you're a musician, you're an independent musician, particularly if you're someone like me, maybe, who's a solo artist and is predominantly wanting to write their own stuff, is more like a singer-songwriter, and wants to get their music out there and also make money out of it, because there's still a lot of that thinking about the old model that you need to have a record deal, you need to be signed up, and that's the only way that you can make it, be successful. And of course, if you are a new musician, if you're a musician rather in the new music business, then it is changing a lot. The music business is changing a hell of a lot, and it's almost always changing. And the big thing that's taken over now, obviously, is the internet and how many platforms there are there to get yourself out there. But even though there are lots of platforms and musicians can now do a lot of it themselves, the recording and the promoting and the producing and the distribution, it still requires, obviously you need to have the talent, the skill, that you need to be honing your craft, but it still requires the basics of having a strategy, and there's simple steps that you can take in every area to make sure that you do that success. Now, someone like me at the moment, I'm still quite new in terms of becoming my own artist, releasing my own songs. So I'm still in that process. I'm putting the first album together, and there's some great articles in here about how to do that, how to step by step about how to release an album. It goes into huge detail about each step, and everything really, even from the shows, from the launch show, how to sell out shows, how to get music into films and TV, talks about getting management. He talks about busking, which is another thing that I do, how to sort of monetize that in the new music business, and how to utilize new tools and tips and strategies on how to do that. And also you'll be able to see that video as well. I've done a video on about 7 tips of busking, and some of those tips came from this book, and I've kind of just elaborated on a few of them. Okay, and you'll be able to see that video either here, or down there. Alright, so again, I'd recommend this book. It's about, if you're in England, it's about £23-24 of Amazon. It's highly recommended. If you want to get a flavour of the book, you want to get a flavour of Ari's take, if you like, then check out aristake.com. This is quite a recent blog post, as you can see, and about women producers. And he's very, he's very into quality and very sort of right on in that way. So you can see all the kind of blog posts that he's got here, and some of them are getting a lot of hits. Also, he's on YouTube as well. He hasn't got a huge following there, 2.2k subscribers, but you can see his own songs. He does a lot of his own songs there, and he does a lot of stuff with looping and multi instrumentalists. So he's kind of walking the walk and talking the talk. He's not only got musical talent, but he's putting himself out there. Very professional videos. He's done some keynotes at some CD Babies kind of convention and stuff there. So he's kind of known in the community. So as I said, just check him out and see what you think. And also stay tuned on my channel, The Prosperous Musician. It'd be great if you leave a comment down below, if you hit the like button and subscribe, and drop me a comment below, ask me anything you like, and I'd like to know about your experience. What have you learned from Ari's take, and what are your have you got any top tips about releasing an album or earning money from music that isn't covered in Ari's take? There you go, there's the lip smacking in. So anyway, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.